Hi, for the love of cars, welcome. So, I promised you guys that I would be doing a series on the Traffic and Road Safety Act to make sure that we all understand it properly so that we are not caught off guard. Bagamba, ignorance of the law does not exonerate you, however they pronounce that word. But ignorance of the law does not make you innocent. So, you walking up in court and saying, I did not know the law does not make you innocent. We're going to be covering just two sections of the Traffic and Road Safety Act. And it has amendments from 2020, amendments from 2022, and amendments from 2023. So it's very up to date. I bought this one from Uganda bookshop. So rest assured it's pretty original. Now I want to talk about two sections from this act. I'll also be doing some regulations. I'll also be talking about insurance very soon. But for now, we have how many sections to look at? We have a lot of sections, but I'll be marking the sections that interest me, and we'll be talking about those ones from time to time. Now, today we're going to be covering only two sections. We have section 128 and section 130. Those are the sections that we're going to cover only today. But I hope you're doing well wherever you're watching from. For the love of cars, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell so that every time I put a video, you get a notification, right? And don't forget, we do live broadcasts every day, Monday to Friday, 7:15 a.m. And we do broadcasts on Saturday and Sunday at 5:15 p.m. So, what are the sections we're going to be talking about? Now, for starters, let me see if there's something I missed out for us to make sure that you understand why you want to know these rules. Now, these govern everyone that uses the road, whether you're on foot, using a bicycle, my car, the small cars, sedans, hatchbacks, and all that. And also if you're using lorries, this thing is very important to you. So make sure you follow these particular videos I'll be putting. So let's start off so that we save time. This is section 128, and it's called obstructing a driver of a motor vehicle. Hey, mbusimanya nyimide maso ge motoka ngo oli agivuga tojja kuyitawo muteke ebiti mukubo ne mocha obasanyalaze gabuze murudde okola oluguudo. You guys basobola okusiba. Hey, you come simanya for 80 day. Sometime back I saw women putting sticks in the road, bateka webiti ne bagamba fe tutandise okulumira. That is breaking the law. Under this Traffic and Road Safety Act Cap 361, you obstructing a lorry, no letaga ti no yoche bipira mu kubo otandika okugamba mwakutesimanya gundi feka tuoche bipira tukuto mubitu mumwocheza mu kubo mugende mumwocheze mbikomera byammwe, because if you do it in the road kansomete kati munagamba nefudde mulungi omu. Obstructing a driver of a motor vehicle, this is section 128. And part 1 says, no person in a motor vehicle, trailer, or engineering plant shall molest or obstruct the driver of the motor vehicle, trailer, or engineering plant while it's in motion. Kakati. Now, this one also talks about the people in the car. You women, you are dating a guy, the guy is driving. Now you're touching him in the chest for what? This is breaking the law. You're obstructing the man from driving, and you omenya taker. You guy, your woman is driving the car. You're touching her hair for what? Obstructing the driver of a motor vehicle, trailer, or engineering plant while it's in motion. Okute muvirizo mukazo okwata muzachi. Now genzi nembarasene nirara babandi kukono. Ale kirabika bubi. Nyine sawe yebei njirese mu motoka nesibira babandi. Anyway, okwata muvirizo mukazo okwata muzachi. To submit part 2. No person shall carry passengers in a motor vehicle, trailer, or engineering plant in such numbers or in such position as to be likely to interfere with the safe driving of the motor vehicle, trailer, or engineering plant. Hey, kalino bana abasajja be Masaka simanya mbarara simanya oyima. Munadamu kuvuga ku motoka mutegedde teka lino. You guys be in Mbarara oyima Masaka. I think even Guru, people are seated in a wish, 24 people in a wish. One masoga driver one. You know, if you sit in a car and the gear lever is blocked, obstructed, until the wishes, bogia buli wano wagulu. Na yera toyinza tuza abantu basatu. In front here wano muwishi. N'olowooza yo, that is breaking the law. And now, ate kati, wano driver bakwata. Na ye, even you the passenger, you can be arrested. How? You the passenger who decides to sit here and obstruct or to gear kuli magulu. Hai ujukira kaiba ni ajina gear lever ni ajina yamwe ba mama. That is breaking the law. Part 1 arrests you the passenger, part 2 arrests you the driver. 3, any person who contravenes any provision of this section commits an offense and is liable on conviction to a fine not less than 5 currency points and not exceeding 30 currency points or imprisonment of not less than 2 years. Hey! Bajja kusiba mwera mutambule ne sente zenguzi. Because you can imagine, you know, a currency point, 1 currency point is equal to 20,000 shillings. Kati wagamba 5 currency points. It means senga bakwata. Okwata omukazi mu nviiri nga avuga. Okwata omusajja mu kifuba nga avuga. Omutereza ekitogi, otereza kyaki. Gwe bagambi yavudde wenge ekitogi kyante kiteredde. Bagenda kukuba ekipapula kya mitwalo 10. Passenger, driver, kipapula kya mitwalo 10 because atendo bagambi basobola okukuba even 30 currency points. Kati kola 20,000 times 30. Emitwalo ebiri emirundi 30. Mujja kukakata kati amateeka tugenda tandika tugasome mujja gategeera. Eyo mugitegedde. Obstructing driver of a motor vehicle. Nawe driver nawe obstructing anaye akuba ekipapula. Kati muddemu mulimenye ate nkimanyi. Omukulu wa traffic video agirabye. Ndoza kati aliye Yesu nakaganda Katonda yatuwa abaana. Omwana asomesa abaana amateeka g'ekkubo. Eyo mugitegedde. Tula mu motoka obinga driver gyali talengerayo bakubye ekipapula. Gwe nawe wenyini driver tikka abantu obatikawi bakubye ekipapula. Kati gwe daawo omusajja akukwate otisa abantu 2 n'ekitundu n'omwana alina okuba n'ekifo mmwe abatula mu taxi. Kati omwana bw'atuula Kameme engine ejja kubuguma. Ate nawo kijja, you parents start having kids that you can afford. Ozaala abaana obatuuza Kameme. Okujjako nga gwe jjajja w'abaana naye taata w'abaana, abaana bo batuula ate Kameme nga you arrive. Work hard. You're obstructing the driver. Okay, you're obstructing the engine. Tugende ku section endala gye mbadde njagala tukwate. Very important. Taking a motor vehicle without owner's consent. Mwerero muwedde. Muwedde bana ababbe emmotoka z'abataata baabwe. Obyewe emmotoka simanya muganda wange muto wange anankola ki. Asobola okusiba. Taking a motor vehicle eno section 130 of the Traffic and Road Safety Act Cap 361. Taking a motor vehicle without owner's consent. Hey. Eteka muliwulidde. Kakati gwe ng'olina mukwano gwo, olina muganda wo, kitaawo maama wo yali akutte ku motoka nga tomuwadde lukusa okutta ekisunzo kyo, okitadde mu ddiiro oba okyerabidde mu ntebe, najjawo eki. Najjawo emmotoka yo n'agitwala nga togimuwadde. Eno section ekwata ku gwe tubasibe. Luli nasanga mkyala wange akwata ku bisumuzo byange agiggulaggulawo sigimuwadde lireteeka limukwata. Katusome. Provision 1. Any person, whether employed by the owner of the motor vehicle, trailer or engineering plant or not, who takes and drives away or attempts to take and drive away any motor vehicle, trailer or engineering plant without the consent of the owner or his or her agent commits an offense and is liable on conviction to a fine not exceeding 30 currency points or imprisonment not exceeding 12 months or both. Tandiko ku interpreting akagundi kanu ka provision kanu. Any person omuntu yenna, whether you are an employee or not, whether you are the father or not, whether you are a big brother or not, whether you are the child or not, if you take away or even simply attempt, I get you with Mikey attempting to start it without my consent. And you know, sometimes consent is not direct. You'll have to prove that I consented. And the proof is normally in writing. You can be imprisoned for 12 months. That is a full year. Oba ne bamusasuza 30 currency points. Calculator. Mpaka calculator. 30 currency points. 30 currency point kati gwe manya, each currency point is worth 20,000 shillings. 20,000 times 30 je mitwalo nkaaga. Kitegeeza senga sekata wakwate moroka yange n'agitwala nga simukiriza. Senga ndi abawe akwate moroka yange n'agitwala nga simukiriza. Nokwata obukwasi ku kisumuluzo kyange, that is attempting to take my car. Ne nkusanga ngokutte ekisumuluzo kyange ndi abawe. Nkubuuza okirazaawa. Nti ata ani akikuwadde? Nti ata nga ngenda ku police. Nkuloopa under the Traffic and Road Safety Act Section 130, taking motor vehicle without owner's consent. Akutte ku kisumuluzo ky'emmoroka yange agitwala nga bakussa munda. Nga ndeeta obujulizi ekisumuluzo kyange yabadde nakyo n'okubya ekifaananyi ng'alina ekisumuluzo kyange yabadde ayagala kutwala mmoroka yange nga bakusiba emyezi 10 n'emeka. Mulitegeera tugenda ku provision number 2. Any trial for an offense under this section, the court shall not convict the accused if satisfied that the accused acted in the reasonable belief that he in any trial for an offense under this section, the court shall not convict the accused if satisfied that the accused acted in reasonable belief that he or she had lawful authority, or in the reasonable belief that the owner would, in the circumstances of the case, have given his or her consent if he or she had been asked for it. Section provision number 2 gets us that if Ndiabawe takes the key of my car, because I've ever told him, go get the key of my car and go wash it, and then I report him that he took my car without my consent, he can say, Your Honor, Your Honor, Mr. Chisenyi here normally gives me the car, that if it's that I can pick the key and go wash. So this time it was that I thought if I asked him for me to wash the car, he would allow. They will not arrest him. They will not convict him. Why? Because beyond in the reasonable belief that me, the owner, I would have allowed him to take the car and wash it. So I would have consented if asked. Owulira kali akasooka omuntu bw'atwala emmoroka yange nga simukkiriza nsobola omulopa ne bamusiba emyezi 10 n'emeka. Wabula senga ajjeewo omulamuzi n'amugamba nyisebo omulamuzi oba nnyabo omulamuzi, omwami ono bulijjo ekisumuluzo nkijjawo nga nengenda nenjoza emmoroka neero nadde njijjawo genda kujooza. Baba bamutadde kubanga bajja kubuuza, do you normally give him the key? Does he normally just take the car and wash? Okambulire bulijjo anjoleza nga njoleza bwe nga bamuta. Muli yateeka biri complicated. Kati taatawo bwaba yabadde kawatataka nemukuba n'akwata emmoroka ne bagenda mu ddwaliro n'otabanyega. Ku luno ne bwaba agenze mu loogi n'ekibbebi ky'ekito tolina bw'omulopa kubajjaga bulijjo emmoroka njijjawo nnyina nerafuna ataataaka n'ejjawo teyayomba. Bw'omulamuzi agamba waayi ono si kitaawo nti kitange luli yagitwala n'otayomba nti ye muleka agende nga bamuta. Tugende ku provision number 3. If in any prosecution for stealing a motor vehicle, bwe baba bali musango gw'okubba emmotoka, trailer or engineering plan, kakati motor vehicle generator ezo nazo bazibara because it's an engineering plant. Trailer ayinza okubba ekyana kya abaana babbi. The court is of the opinion that the defendant ye muntu ono gwe tuteebereza okubba, gwe tugamba nti aba wayinza okubba emmoroka yange oba nabba ekisumuluzo mbu agende yeevugemu oba sekatawa. Defendant gw'olyopye ye defendant is not guilty of stealing a motor vehicle, trailer or engineer, but is guilty of an offense under this section. The court may find him or her guilty of an offense. Kati ebintu bya mirundi ebiri bantu mmwe kino jagala, I want you to note this. If your family member, if your car gets stolen, okay, if your car gets stolen and you know it's indeed stolen and you look for it all over the country and you give up, then you find your brother in the car in Masindi and you report that my car was stolen, but then you find it with your brother, the court can still take him under this section. Ontegera mweno section negamba yes your car was stolen, naye muganda wagamba emmoroka buli judge twala n'otayomba nerero yabadde agenda ko wano Masindi oba yabadde agenda ko Kongo. Raizo ya muganda yabadde agenda ko Kongo bulijje emmoroka ogimuwa n'agenda e Masaka n'akabona Kongo kumpi teyagibye yabadde ategudde. Kati tugenda muvunane musango gwa kubba motoka, kati muvunano omusango ogw'okutegula emmotoka nga tomukkiriza, tumufayininga tumusibe emyezi 10 n'emeka.
barengenda mugenda kubbe moroka z'abantu mu pretending enti mbadde temuzibye nkabaddiremu. This is provision 3 in section 130 of the Traffic and Road Safety Act. Bagambye, if in the prosecution of stealing a motor vehicle, senga mubera musango ngemoroka yo bajiba, and they get it with someone who proves that he has a relationship with you and that he had not stolen the car, kuba omuntu asobola okujja mu kooti ne yeegaana nagazi bannaye munkuto gw'okubba emmotoka naye nze saagibye bulijjo emmotoka omusajja ono agimpa ne ŋŋendako erugoba, bulijjo omusajja agimpa ne ŋŋenda ku kyaki olunaku lwalira Sande nali ŋŋenze ku kyaki Rubaga. Bwe ntuuka e Rubaga ne bampa kaddiru ŋŋende e Congo ne ŋŋamba lwaki sivuga ne ŋŋendako e Congo emmotoka kasita ya Muganda ng'omusango gw'obubbi bw'emmotoka aba agwejjeeredde kati ng'omulamuzi ataamuvunaana musango gwakutegula mmotoka. Kati ng'oyo mutandika muboola bubozi mu family waayi emmotoka munaye mutandika kweka bisumuzo mumanya oyo amateeka agamanyi. Kakati ate mubeere be aware that people will use this one ajja kubba emmotoka agambe bwe banankwata I go to the other section. Okitegedde? Kati nammwe abantu abalina emmotoka eziri mu Uber, simanya Taxify, simanya Safecar, be aware nti omwana osobola mu emmotoka agivuge Uber oba Taxify oba biki n'agibuzaawo emyezi 3 butufu noga omwana yabba emmotoka yange. Osegeera naye bwe mumukwata oba bwe mugikwata nga naye mumukuta alina gy'abadde yeekukumya oba yagitunda asobola obbagamba nze emmotoka saagitundako nali neevuga oli nenjimuwa n'afooginga endagaano kati mba mwina kukwata yafooginga ndagaano ono omusango gw'abaafuna guba gwakutegula mmotoka okujjako ng'oproving nti ddala yali agibbye which is very hard kuba omwana asobola okubba emmotoka n'agitunda n'agenda ku poliisi n'aripootinga nti baagikoze eki oba ne yeekuba ebikonde tubiraba mu firimu ne yeekuba yenna ne yeetwala ne muddwaliro ng'emmotoka yagitunze ssente ziri ku akawunti mwe mukwata omubbi adda wano mateeka ganyuma. Any police officer eno tugenze mu gundi provision number 4 oba babuyita batyo mu mateeka. Any police officer may arrest without warrant any person reasonably suspected by him or her of having committed or attempting to commit an offense under this section. Kano mukawulire. Senga officer akukwata ku kkubo ng'ovuga emmotoka nina kutunuulira ati nagamba naye gwe osobola gwe okuba n'emmotoka gwe totegudde ya afa. He can arrest you n'akussa munda. Omusirikale ayine obuyinza obukutunuulira n'agamba onabbye emmotoka ono ategudde emmotoka ya kitaawe. He has the authority to put you inside. Sajja traffic bagenda kweyagala kati. Asa traffic bagenda kweyagala. Anti kakati waddembo okukwata n'agaana egwe tolabika kubanga osobola okubanga bakuwadde emmotoka eno ng'oli katono nnyo. Genda munda kubira nannyini emmotoka oba leeta kaadi y'emmotoka. That's why you need to move with the logbook of your car in the car. Bwe kiba kyetaagisa nga emmotoka eyo tonagikyusa giza mu mannya go n'endagaano tambula nayo. I don't know if I make sense. Do I make sense? Amateeka tugenda gannyonnyoka. So tugenda mu provision number 5. Karibu kategedde ka number 4. Any officer may arrest without warrant teyeetaga kuba na kiwandiiko kyonna ye bw'akutunuulira bw'ati n'akulaba nti k'omukendo ono nga tandabikira kubanga asobola okubanga bamuwadde emmotoka tandabika kubanga alina emmotoka naye ate neeno sisuubira nti bayinza ojje because you people you can be a small person in a Land Cruiser V8 2025 afande n'agamba nedda tayinza kubanga emmotoka yategudde n'agamba dda wali ofande olanya please let him remove the shoes nodda munda. Lwaki? Because he has suspected nti otegudde emmotoka etaliyo nga tebakuwadde lukusa. Era kati awo olabira basajja mu abavugazi V8 mulekera ogamba nti tebifaanana abifuna lya ku mmere funako ku mubiri biri bye nali mbagamba. There is no person that can afford a V8 that has ekitogi nga kiyulise. The V8 every day you consume fuel over 150,000 and then you cannot buy a shirt. Under this section of the Traffic and Road Safety Act. Mateeka ganyuma tugende kagundi akasembayo. Akatunduka section yene esembayo. In addition to any penalty specified in this section, ngogaseko fine gye banayinza okukuba wano which doesn't exceed 30 currency points which is 600,000 emitwalo nkaaga oba okusiba emyezi 12. The court may order that the convicted person shall pay to the owner of the motor vehicle, trailer, or engineering plant such sums as represents fair compensation for any damage sustained by the owner of the motor vehicle, trailer, or engineering plant. Kakati interpretation yange eri nti ziri sente zabakuba fine emitwalo enkaaga sizono ezo ziwa gavumenti ate omulamuzi wamala okugamba waaye genda mu banka osasule sente zaffe emitwalo nkaaga n'akugamba omanyi mmotoka yono omusajja bwagitwala nga takuwadde lukusa mweye emitwalo 8 mweye emitwalo 8 on top of ziri emitwalo enkaaga kati bw'otandika mulamuzi emitwalo 8 kale mwe emitwalo 8 bakusolera emyezi 12 ontegera kyenkugamba. So you guys need to be very careful about the law. Obutundu batusabe tubadde bubiri. Abawakanya genda ogula etteeka. Abamu kumwete mumanyana kumanya ati amateeka bagatunda. Kale tebatunda mateeka batunda ebyapa. Print. Tusomye section 128 ne section 130 of the Traffic and Road Safety Act, which was amended in 2020, 2022 ne 2023 to 2024. Kitegeze teeka lino li up to date. Nyina byenda byemwe bitali up to date nebe tujja byokelako later. So this is my interpretation. Disclaimer. Eno interpretation yange ya mateeka. Omuntu omulala asobola interpreting obulala. Nyizo banga agamu siga interpreting ze to perfection. Na yat listing akutegeezezza. Utegedde. So this is my interpretation of these sections. This is how I understand them. Yes, I know for sure that we are going to get people that will come and interpret them better than me because sasu mamateka siri wa polisi sikolera government. I'm simply creating awareness for these necessary regulations, laws, acts. Muberenga mubimanyi muleme kutambulira mbutamanya. Tewerabira. Subscribe to the channel for the love of cars Uganda. If this is TikTok and you have not followed me, this is your time to follow me because I tell you, if you don't follow for the love of cars, ogenda following ani. Era about following for the love of cars, oba muyerebe. Tutagenda amateeka. Ata following for the love of cars mugambe, gundi oli muyebe. Now, share this video with your friend and stay tuned for the next episode of the Traffic and Road Safety Act.